Jeffrey. One part of the game that is really cool is that she is wearing the Expedition 33 Claire Obscure. I got a hot takes on this. All this looks so good. Expedition 33 is going to be released very soon, right? A lot of people know Expedition 33 is going to be released very, very soon. And apparently they've been releasing a lot of trailers about the characters, and I never watched any of them. And I thought, I want to just watch it with you guys and just get to know some of the characters here. We got the Gustav character trailer, and then they got the French version of it, I guess. And then they got both versions, like the English and the French version. So we're gonna watch the whole character trailer and get to know the character, I guess. So Gustav, I guess that's the first one. Let's go and take
Rated M for mature.
The Paintress destroyed our world.
Oh, the CC is on. Let's turn
And
it
someone
off.
built her a shrine.
Stubborn people change the world. This too is your legacy.
I am not letting Maëlle die out here. I'm taking her home.
Sword and pistol.
Take them down.
Gustav, don't die!
Tomorrow, we'll break the cycle. So she can't steal anyone else's future.
This game really looks very good. But it's funny how I understand that this game is kind of like, oh man, we're gonna show you a lot of gameplay and stuff. But it's too much gameplay that I don't know about the character that much. Even though it's like a Gustav character trailer. But I guess the gameplay is to show how he plays. And the character is more on the characters. I assume that this is the wife or the sister. Because maybe she died. Or, I don't think this is their son though. Because now this is black, this is ginger, and this is something. This is normal white. Maybe if it's the son, it's only this guy. I'm not sure what's happening here. So but I assume because didn't he mention that his sister or something passed away during the 34th, and now before they reach the 33, they're going to quickly they want to do something about it, so they have the expedition, from what I know. So maybe it's the sister, not wife or anything like that. And yeah, so we go to the male. That's the next character.
Rated M for mature.
Lumia is not my home. Not the way it is for you.
Oh yeah, I watched
Having
this before.
second thoughts about the
now I
expedition.
remember.
Please. I'm more ready to go than you are.
Yeah. Like he is. I think this is the female lead, right? The heroine of the game.
The rest of us only have a year left, but you've got 9 good years before your Gamage. You don't need to leave yet.
1 year out there is better than 9 years in here. The dance begins. En garde. Precise strike.
That's really cool. One part of the game that is really cool is that she is wearing the mine clothing. It's so France, it's very interesting. Look at that. She's like wearing the France clothing. The Piero thing, I don't know. The mine.
Finesse and grace.
Nice.
How can you keep going like nothing happened?
How can you keep going like nothing happened? That is her code, I guess. That's pretty cool. That's really nice. I still think, I like to see when they they put out some of their like iconic like France culture thingy in there. It's like we got a mine in here. We can have a mine costume.
Rated M for mature.
What, really?
It wasn't logical.
Okay, this is sorry, I didn't read the name. This is Loon characters trailer.
But
Okay.
part of me really believed my parents and their expedition had succeeded. That they'd stopped her. Then the paint just woke, and I knew they weren't coming home. They were counting on me to finish their work.
Come on, we always said the future of Lumiere is more important than
Any individual life, yes.
Do you still believe that? When one falls, we continue.
The main
One
continent.
more we continue.
Hard to believe we're finally here.
Watch out! It's protocol. We designed it to yield the optimal result in the vast majority of situations. This is not a foregone conclusion. When one falls, we continue.
I got a hot takes on this. All this looks so good. But I have a hot takes. I have a hot take. The game, everything, it looks so awesome. It's like a distraction. Okay, this is me being petty, maybe, or even a hot. That's why I say it's a hot take, right? It's like if they just show too much of the stories, people might not like it, right? Because we can see like some very. Is this like what I'm just saying, right? If they show too much stories, people might be attacking them now, right? Because it is a very sensitive issue in video game itself. It is obviously that South of Midnight get so controversial because of obvious reasons. That these days, because people are really because they stepped to they crossed the wrong line, right? There's a line that they don't cross, which is in this line around here. They were fine during the 2020s, and then suddenly in 2024 they accidentally I think for me it's really obvious slowly in 2023 as well, Spider-Man 2, and then it got Forspoken, and then it gets into Stellar Blade, and then they step into when Stellar Blade appears and they talk shit about it, especially when IGN France, I think, or something like that. I remember they talk shit about it. And that's when they step on the tail, oh, you have crossed the line. And so everybody is fighting back, boom, trying to push it back out, get away from our video games and stuff. So they know, especially Clay Obscure people, they are fans of JRPG and stuff. So they probably see a lot of news and stuff, so they actually know. So they were okay, shit, our story again. It's a France game, and France, when the image of it is already kind of tainted because of the Olympic 2024, and people saw what happened in Olympic 2024, and so when it's wait, Clay Obscure is games from France, so no, we gonna, you know what? I know what's the best idea. We're gonna show them a bunch of gameplay.
We designed it to yield the optimal result in the vast majority of situations.
Show a bunch of gameplay. Look at all this, so cool. Man, look at that. A bunch of gameplay, just show them.
This is not a foregone conclusion. When one falls, we continue.
Each time in a video game, this is how I felt back in the day. I saw Riku, I was like, oh, Riku, okay, it's kind of cool. My friend saw Riku. Oh man, I'm gonna sim on Riku, and then he started to sim on Riku and stuff, right? Man, such a beautiful character, so cool, nice, yeah. I'm gonna buy the poster. I'm gonna buy the figurine or whatever, right? So that's how it started. Like I remember back in when in Final Fantasy, I think it's like 10. Everybody was like simping on Yuna as well. Like, oh man, Yuna is so great. Especially when 10-2 appears, we all like Yuna a lot, and my cousin loved Riku a lot. Like Riku is like her thing, and I was like, I think I prefer Lulu more in X. But then when it comes to like slowly when I played the game again, I was like, Yuna is like, yeah, Yuna is the best, and that's just because like I just don't want to admit that the popular thing, like the main character, because Yuna is like the main character. I don't want to admit that I just like the main character, but not trying to act like, oh man, I'm not like chasing clout, I'm not like chasing popularity stuff. I like Lulu because Lulu got big boobs and stuff, but actually I kind of like Yuna. and we would sim on them, but when we look at something like that, and then it's just like a block, it's like, oh, okay, she might be lesbian. Okay, let's not touch him. Or her, sorry. Let's not touch her. She's out. Like, we cannot sim on her. As a guy, that's how you probably want to take a look at this kind of like stuff. So as a character, that's like when that kind of stuff just get into that. It's the same thing with Final Fantasy 9 when Quina, nobody talks about Quina. Nobody give a damn about Quina, right? Even though I like Quina though, I use my main character that I use there is all the weird one because I love weird stuff. So like Zidane, you can't take it out. You can't take about Zidane. So it's like Zidane is there, and then I was using Eiko as the white mage, Eiko, and then I use Freya, and then I use Quina. It's either Freya or I will use Amaron. That's in the Final Fantasy 9 though. All of those are not the main character. The main like people who love to use like the main team composition was like Zidane, Vivi, Steiner, Garnet. That was like the 4 most basic, like everybody loved that. Kind of like team composition. But for me, I always like Zidane, Eiko, because I think Eiko's Phoenix is just so good, so overpowered. And then we got like either Amaron or Freya. Amaron just because Amaron is like a very cool character that for me I think that he's weird and cool. Freya is because she can jump like a knight and stuff, and I just like that. And then Quina because of eating. I like to use her to eat and then get all these weird ass skills. I just like that idea of that. So, but a lot of people don't like the character like Quina, right? So that's why you can see like nobody actually talk about Quina that much. So it's like it's like that's why you play like all the others. It's not really that crazy. Everybody just sim on the characters that they like. That's just what that is. Look at all the other games as well. It's the same thing. Like in Kingdom Hearts, we got Kairi, and then everybody sim on Kairi and stuff. So I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying. Well, we got another girl character around here, so let's go and take a look at this Seal character trailer.
Rated M for mature.
What are the stars whispering to you?
Actually, I'm the one whispering to them. It's something my dad and I used to do.
You've been quiet since we left the village.
Yeah, sorry. Just bad memories. When it's hard to talk about things, the stars will understand. Death is a friend who will welcome me home.
Seal as
Bonjour, mes amis.
Hey, bonjour mon ami.
Ciel.
But he seems nice. On the field, it's just you, your weapon, and your enemy. And you need to understand all 3. Fill me in.
okay, that's a Seal.
This. Your number is painted.
The music is so good. How many teams will have in one composition? Just now I saw like the 3 girls party.
The cards have spoken. Emotions are powerful. You have to make sure they work with you, not against you.
It's always nice to have a harem party, because if you have all 3 girls party, and then it will become like a girl boss party. Like, I get it. Like, maybe if I play Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, I want to use like Tifa, Aerith, and Yuffie all together at once. But yet again, when I think about it, it's like a girl boss party. Then you know, it'd just be weird. So you will be like, oh, okay, it's better to just choose like, you know, Tifa and then Cloud and then Aerith, and that's the best way to play the game. Oh, I guess that's it. That's the whole characters. Yeah. I guess so far, yeah, Male. They did really nail out the design of Male. I guess she does really looks like the best, you know, the best character there is in the whole tree of this. You know, like I think Lune look a little bit like an Asian looks and stuff like that, but sometimes the design, I don't know, you know, it's still, again, you know, the design of the character, it's a bit like I think it would be absurd if I just said this, but it does really feels like she did give this is what happened when Asian get a man jaw. Oh, you say that? Yeah. How can you say that? Look at that, it's fine. It's actually fine, but some of this, like
Really believe my parents and their expedition had succeeded.
I feel like, you know, there is some of it. Maybe it's because scenes like this.
You still believe that?
Like that's like the crazy moment, but usually it's gonna be fine. But you can see what I mean. like why, you know, that's what I mean when I see scenes like that. So yeah. You don't really see that much from Male with that kind of design. I think it's just a design of like a character and stuff. Well, nonetheless, I think it's a very anticipated game for this month. This month, like 24th April, this game is gonna be huge. Everybody's gonna be playing this game, and I think the music in this game is so good. It's like the one just now when we see from the Seal character. Man, that's so good. And I kind of wonder, is that just really like one guy character and 3 girls, and with that thing, they got this weird thing that we saw, like I think something like this, right? Like this guy or something, this weird thing. Maybe that's it. So yeah, there you go. That's the Expedition 33 character trailer. They might release new trailer, I guess, because it seems like 3 weeks ago, 2 weeks ago, they don't release the trailer like by days. They just release it by weeks. So maybe there is, because I remember there is one more character. There is like this not human character, like a very monster like. Maybe that character might look a little bit interesting and cool as well. Maybe it's the funny, the comedy, the comedy traits, the comedy character in this party. It's pretty, you know, I'm kind of looking forward to see that as well. As you can see, this game, it's really, all the English trailer, they get a lot of views, but all the like the English trailer, right, they get a lot of views, but all the French dub trailer, they don't really get that much view. Maybe the game is not really aligned with whatever French fans look at it, or it's just French people don't play video games. Is that what it is? I don't really know though. So that's that. Well, we got that. That's Sand 4 Interactive Expedition 33 Cleop's car. Yeah. Drop that beats.